Hey friends, it is Hillary from Good Wellesley Dogs again. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming back. Today I want to talk to you guys because so many of our friends in our puppy preschool are entering the second half of their first year, and you know what that means? If you don't, it means adolescence. Adolescence is a time when your young dog, who's rapidly growing out of actually being a puppy any longer, is going to start to test you. How might they test you? They might suddenly go from very willingly doing the things that you've taught them to all of a sudden digging in their heels and saying, you can't make me. Or they could start guarding objects. They could start keeping their resources to themselves. Their favorite toy that they used to enjoy playing with you is suddenly become something that they might just air snap at. Or they might suddenly decide that they want to be above the kids in the family in the hierarchy, and they're starting to assert themselves. Now, what are you going to do about this? In order to not let your dog, in their mind, become up here with any of the humans in your family down here, you have to increase your leadership, increase their behavior that requires permission, and you need to come down firmly but fairly on any air snapping and any little, you can't call it puppy nipping anymore after 6 months. That's not puppy nipping, that's intentional biting. It might not be very hard, but if you don't address it right away, it's going to become a habit, and your dog will learn that they can get their way by using their mouth. So, I want to tell you about 2 things that can absolutely, if you haven't put them in place yet, you really should by the time your dog is hitting adolescence. 2 things that you can do that are very simple on a day-to-day basis to show your dog that they are not in charge and that you are the leader. Number 1, you have to have firm rules for how they take their food. They need to take their food only with permission. What do I mean by that? Now, I've shown lots of videos showing a puppy how to wait for the bowl till we put it on the ground and then give them permission to take it. Lots of times we do that early in the puppy's life, but then they get a little good at it and then we let things slide a bit. Go back to making your young dog wait till you give them permission for food. Absolutely make them wait and teach them a leave it for any food that accidentally gets dropped while in preparation or from the human dinner table. Do not let your dog come over and scarf up every little thing. I know it's fun to say, oh, we have a vacuum cleaner. And maybe when the dog is older, you can, and is well behaved and understands their place in the family, you can allow them to come in and take little bits of food if you want to live with your dog that way. But during adolescence, the more they think that they can just grab and get whatever they want with their mouth, the more they are going to lean toward that assertive, which could spill over into aggressive behavior. And you don't want that. So the number 1 thing that you really should do is teach your dog good food manners, both in how they take their dog food and also in how they treat any human food that they may find. Now, the second thing that you should do is absolutely positively threshold manners. What's a threshold? A door, an entry to the outside, not just to the outside of the house, coming out of their crate. That crate door is a threshold. Do not open the crate in the morning or when you come home from work, and because you're so excited to see them, let them bomb through and have a party. You can love your dog, you can play with your dog, but make them sit calmly before you release them out of the crate. because you also want to teach them to wait for a release to go through a door, whether it's to the backyard where it's safe and fenced, or whether it's through a front door or a garage door on leash toward the street. We don't want our dogs barreling through, because that is a lack of self-control on their part. Teaching your dog to wait patiently and go through the threshold when you have given the break release command really teaches your dog how to look to you for permission. And when your dog is looking to you for permission, it means that they see you as the leader. And let me tell you, dogs don't bite their leader. It's not just about the hand that feeds them. It really is about the person who leads them. So, food manners, threshold and door manners. Teach your young dog that, reinforce them through that first year, and you will not have to deal with aggression. Hope that's helpful. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.